verse will be easy because you already know, most of you, about that. Okay. Sutapa, can you confirm? You able to see?
Mataji, I'm not using Facebook nowadays.
Oh, you stopped using Facebook? You're on a Facebook fast? Okay. It does say that it is being broadcast, but for some reason I don't see it. That's what I was asking you to check.
Yes, Mataji, it's not coming on the screen.
It's no. I was just asking Sutapa because she checks on Facebook. Screen, I have stopped sharing the screen just to set it up, just to be able to broadcast. Yes, it is live. All right. So thank you so much, dear devotees, for joining us on this early Sunday morning for some of us on the West Coast. Today we're going to spend time in looking over Bhagavad-gita verses, primarily from the purposes of being able to pronounce it properly, and then through the repetition process, also memorize the verse. We'll do that after this brief prayer to the spiritual master. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjan-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. So now I'm going to start sharing the screen and I'll look for confirmation from you that you can see the screen one more time. Okay, share. And this is the screen. Sunday sharing are easier. Can you see that?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
All right.
Mataji.
Okay. And is it big enough?
Yes.
Okay. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Synonyms: yada yada, whenever and whenever. As you say in Hindi, jab jab. He, certainly, dharmasya, of religion, glanihi, discrepancies, bhavati, become manifested, Bharata, O descendant of Bharata, Abhyuthanam, predominance, Adharmasya, of irreligion, Tada, at that time, Atmanam, self, Srijami, manifest. Aham is I. Translation: whenever and wherever there's a decline in religious practice, O Bharat, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. So, question now, what is discrepancies?
Glanihi.
Glanihi, right. And what is predominance?
Abhyuthanam.
And what is whenever and wherever?
Yada yada.
And manifest?
Srijami.
Srijami. And I?
Aham.
So you will see that when this I, the rules of Sanskrit, of Sandhi combining, when this I is before this A, the I gets converted and becomes a Y. So mya. So srajamyaham. Right? Myam, right? So when you are pronouncing it, for ease, when you are combining everything and pronouncing it, then you'll say sajamyaham. Right? So this A will go like that, right? Srijamyaham, like that also. You can pronounce together, right? So I'm just putting it here. Okay. Then let's see what the translation is. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of religion. At that time, I descend myself. Breaking it down, yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadat. Actually, it should be tad. Tad atmanam srijamyaham. Right? For the purposes of pronunciation. Otherwise, it is srijamyaham, like that, right? So just preparing you to do the sandhi later. So things to keep in mind here. This is ta as in titli, and this is tha as in thali. So yit tha, abhyuthanam, like you have to, when we do the combined, you have to keep that in mind. Okay? So let's get started then with Subodhini giving us the breakdown here.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tad atmanam srjamyaham.
Yeah, so this is not sra, this one. It is, what is it?
Sra. Sra.
Look at it here in Hindi. What is it?
Sra.
What is the matra? What is the matra?
Shri.
Yeah, Sri. Yeah, Ri ki matra hai na? Sri.
Shri.
Tadatmanam srijamyaham. Okay, good. Aruni Mataji?
Yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tad atmanam srijamyaham.
Very good. Jyoti?
yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyut
No, no.
abhyuthanam adharmasya tad atmanam srijamyaham.
Good. Sutapa?
Yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tad atmanam srijamyaham.
Nice. Kiran?
Hare Krishna. Yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tad atmanam srijamyaham.
Mea? Hum. Rika? You want to try?
Dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata Jamya.
Yeah. Rekha, are you driving? Because I was not able to hear you clearly. Or is it just my side?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
I mean, my
Yeah.
husband is driving. I'm
Okay.
speaking.
Okay, yeah, because I was going to tell you not to drive when you're reading. Okay. One more time, starting with Subodhini.
Da, ya, da, hi, dhar, masya. La, nir, bhavati, bharata. Ab, yuthanam, adharmasya. Tat, atmanam, shijamyaya.
Yeah. When we are doing this breakdown, we go slow. We don't combine and do that. We'll do the combine in the next round, right?
Okay.
So
Yes,
the
ma'am.
next round, yeah. So one more time, not you. One more time, we are the whole thing, all of us are going to go through this, starting with Subodhini again. So one more time, we'll do the breakdown here.
Hare Krishna. Da hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham.
Very nice. Okay. Arni?
Yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tad atmanam srijamyaham.
Very nice. Jyoti?
yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tad atmanam srijamyaham.
Very nice. Chitapa?
Yada hi dharmasya glanirvati varata abhyuthanam adharmasya tad atmanam srijamyaham.
Very nice. Kiran? Kiran is still with us?
Oh, I was speaking on mute. Sorry. Yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tad atmanam srijamyaham.
Okay, so what are the two reasons or two situations when Krishna comes?
When there is the glani of religion, discrepancies in religion.
When there's glani of religion, I like that. Okay, so that is one. What
For
is
the
the second?
pleasure of devotees, sometimes.
I'm not able to hear you, Rekha. You may have to get out of the speaker phone or the car phone. Yeah.
When there is a predominance of a religion.
Right. There are two reasons, right? One is that religion goes down. The religion can go down and become zero, right? Like you stop doing the religious activities. But then not only that, the second is that the irreligion is also increasing, right? So whenever either of the two happen, then he says that I will descend.
So
So one
that's the
thing
same as when there's a decline in dharma and adharma predominates, right? Because
no,
that's
no. For example, a person may not believe in God, may not perform anything, but they are good. Like you see some some other people here or actually all over the world might do just that. They are good, they are honest, they are everything, but there is no God in their life, right? So that is the decline in religion practice. There's no religious practice they're doing, but they're not doing bad things also. And then the second one is predominant rise of irreligion. the religion will rise, right? But when there is religion, then there are chances of irreligion to occur are very high. Because when sattvam goes down, then tamas and rajas take over.
But in chapter 12, Krishna says that he gives the various things that people can do. And he says if they cannot focus on him, then just one of the things is down the line is if they just do their work with and are good, practice good conduct and so on, then also they are dear to him and they will come to him. The various things he says, those who focus on me are the dearest to him, and those who cannot do that, do their work as worship. That's also another path to him, and various things. And then he says, those who cannot do that, but just do.
What is the connection?
No, so what I'm saying is, so if they do, if that's one of the things where he says they're also dear to him, then how is that linked to decline in religion?
Number one, he doesn't say in chapter 12 that those who do irreligion are dear to him.
No, not
That is for
irreligion.
sure. What
No,
he's
not
saying is that
irreligion.
chapter 12 is all devotional service, right? Now, in doing devotional service, people will be at various levels of devotional service. So where he starts with Mayeva Mana Adhatswa. So he says that you focus your mind on me, right? If you cannot focus your mind on me, then do some work for me, right? मयि बुद्धिं निवेश्य मय्येव अथ उदम अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यास योगेन ततो. So if you cannot sit down and meditate on the Lord, then you do some abhyas. Abhyas basically is that you go, you start doing some deity worship, right? That is abhyas. Then if you cannot even do abhyas because somebody might be at a home where others are not supportive, they do not allow you to do that, then he's saying that, okay, then you can go and do some work. Like you can then go to the temple and do some seva in the temple, chopping vegetables, for example, right? Then he says that it might even happen that a person might not be allowed to go from home, right, and do that. Then he says sarva karma phala tyagam. So you can go and give the results of your karma, of the work that you do, not karma, that way. So results of the work is, for example, if I am earning some money and I'm not allowed, I can't focus my mind, I'm not allowed to do deity worship at home, I'm not even allowed to go to the temple, then he says, okay, if you can make some, Zelle transfer and give your some donations there, right? Like that. And then when he's talking about those who are dear to him and those who are not dear to him, nowhere does he say that those who are irreligious are dear to him. That's for very sure, because Krishna is a supporter of religion.
No, I'm not
But
talking about irreligion. I mean, I'm talking about, so he says that those who cannot focus on him,
Mhm.
but still do their work and do practice good conduct. They are, I mean, that's not irreligion, right? So they are still dear to him. So, I mean, just now you said that those who don't practice religion, so religion goes down. So at that time, so I'm just saying, how do the two reconcile? Like religion.
When there is a decline in religion, what is decline in religion? In the beginning of 4th chapter, we read, right? That decline in religion will come from various ways. One is that, material desires have come too much. This Kali Yuga, decline in religion is coming. That's one, right? Second could also be that religious practices could get distorted. And that's what he says in the beginning of the chapter, right? Many, many millions of years ago, I told this thing to sun god Vivashwan, he told it to Manu and all that. Right? But then what happens is that people do not understand it completely. And then when they are transmitting it to others, they transmit it in the wrong way. So that over a period of time, it gets diluted. So that is the one reason. When there's a decline in religious practice, people are misinterpreting or not completely practicing it. That's one reason he's coming. And that not necessarily to punish, right? First part, when there's a decline in religious practice. And so, for example, he came and spoke the Bhagavad-gita again. And so many times he comes and speaks the Bhagavad-gita, right? The second thing is that there is a rise in religion. The Mahabharat war, right? The complete is a rise in religion. That is a religion. What they did to Draupadi is a religion at that time. So there are two, that my question was, when are the two times when he will come? These are the two times that he will come. The decline in religious practice, and there is a predominant rise of religion. Both of the times, whenever this happens or that happens, he will come. he will descend. Does that clear your doubt, Aruni?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I'm just, yeah, I'm still wondering. I mean, I'll read chapter 12 again and see.
Yes, that will help you. Yeah. Okay, so now we still have Rekha left to do the reading. So Rekha, continue.
1 second.
This one.
यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्.
Yes, Srijami. Sri, it's not Shri.
Shri.
Srijamyaham. So what is
Srija.
Srijami? What is Srijami?
Manifest.
Manifest, right?
Manifest.
So one thing to remember is that he's using the word Srijami when he's and in the translation it said descend. So the word Srijami means descend, which means basically that if you are in an aeroplane and you get on a parachute and you come down, right? So nothing happens to your body in the sense that whatever your body or the state of your body was when you were in the aeroplane, when you take a parachute and jump out of it, nothing happens to your body. No changes happen to the body. It is as it is. That is Srijami, right? That he's in Golok Vrindavan and then he comes in his self same body, which is completely transcendental. So when he comes over here, we with our defective vision might see him as a human being, looking like a human being. And that is not the truth. So Krishna, and that's why in subsequent verses he will say Janma Karam Cha Me Divyam Evam Yoveti Tattva. So that the one who understands my janam and my activities, if you understand that, then you are ready to go back to Godhead, right? Also on that one point that whenever there's a predominant rise of irreligion, keep also that in mind that when Krishna comes and punishes those who are irreligious, that also is a blessing in disguise for them. Like that, right? And so in Bhagavatam, Canto 7 is there are very interesting chapters over there that talk about why sometimes somebody might see Krishna to be partial towards his devotees and impartial towards the non-devotees, but that's not there. It's a very nice couple of chapters there. So if you have time, you should read that. And anyway, we are focusing and emphasizing on reading Bhagavatam these days, so you should do that. Okay, so now let's go to the next leg of our practice here, where I will speak half of it and then you complete the whole. Okay?
Sure.
Yada yada
हि धर्मस्य
glanir
भवति
भवति भारत
भारत
abhyut
अभ्युत्थानम्
स्थानम्
अधर्मस्य
अधर्मस्य
धर्मस्य
tadatmanam
सृजाम्यहम्
yada yada hi dharmasya
ग्लानिर्भवति
ग्लानिर्भवति
भारत
भारत
abhyuthanam adharmasya
तदात्मानं
तदात्मानं
सृजाम्यहम्
सृजाम्यहम्
yada yada
हि
हि
धर्मस्य
धर्मस्य
glanir
भवति भारत
भारत
abhyuthanam
अधर्मस्य
धर्मस्य
tadatmanam.
सृजाम्यहम्
सृजाम्यहम्.
सृजाम्यहम्
Are you ready to go full-fledged now?
Yeah.
Okay, Subodhni.
यदा
Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata apyathanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Subodhni.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्
Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyathanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्
Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyathanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानामधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्
Abhyuthanam adharmasya
अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य
tadatmanam srijamyaham.
तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्
Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मनं सृजाम्यहम्
Yada yada hi dharmasya, not sya, sya, say sya.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य
Correct. Okay. Continue, Sutapa.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Kiran.
Yada 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 hi dharmasya glanirvavati bharata abhuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham
Abhyuthanam.
abhyuttanam adharmasya
Tadatmanam.
tadatmanam srijamyaham.
Kiran had to leave, right? She's not there? Okay. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Rekha?
यथा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्
Glanir bhavati. Glanir bhavati bharata.
ग्लानिर्भवति भारत
Yeah, that's okay. Good. Everybody together. Bhagavad-gita 4.7. Yada yada hi dharmasya
धर्मस्य
glanir bhavati
ग्लानिर्भवति भारत
abhyuthanam
अभ्युत्थानम्
अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य
अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्
Okay, I'm still hearing adharmasya. It is not sya, it is sya. There's a difference between say and sya. So practice that. Okay, good, good, good. So today's was a well-known verse that we have been exposed to for quite some time, and continue to memorize it. And in my class of Friday, I had given we had gone through prayers of Queen Kunti, and one of the items that I had given to the class here was Srimad Bhagavatam 1:822, which is a prayers of Queen Kunti. So the ask there was to memorize not the verse, not the Sanskrit, because most of you already know the Sanskrit, but to memorize the translation for that. Okay, so do that and give recordings and post the recordings on WhatsApp group of you reciting that. Rekha, you are excused from that because you didn't participate, and that's fine. And we will continue. Today, I'm going to give a class at ISKCON of Silicon Valley at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. East Coast, and 6 a.m. in India. It'll be broadcast on ISV's Facebook and Zelle, which I have put on a message that I had posted earlier. I will just post it again because I think Rekha joined us after that. And then on that happy note, we will call it a day on this one. See some of you. If not, then we'll meet again on Friday. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyev cha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namaha. Gaur Premanande.
Hari
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 Bol.
Bol.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
Mataji.
Shraddha.